Hungover. All right. Not professional, this guy. Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's damn fine to see you, and fine to see you as well.
You were going to get through this, Kevin.
Candace Bailey last night, by the way. Candace Bailey, everybody. Smoking hot at the Maxim Hot 100 party.
Thanks, Kevin.
You were hot enough for like 75 on that list. You were like,
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, you're 75.
99. We'll take it one step at a time.
Huh? No, I mean, like, it's 75. You have 75 women's worth of hotness packed into one person. That's what I meant.
Whoa,
That's what I meant.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Smoking hot last night. So
Here's my date.
Well played. I'm just arm candy, whatever.
Yes, I am Candace Bailey. We're coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles. You are arm candy, Kevin.
I know. Stop it. I know.
So sexy.
I know my role.
On the show today, prepare for friendly fragging. We'll run down some of the biggest action adventure games appearing at this year's E3, including Uncharted 3, BioShock Infinite, and Gears of War 3. Then it's a robot roundup on Get the Prize. We'll rate house cleaning robots from the new Scuba to a vacuum cleaner with a laser mapping system.
Okay.
Don't you act like it's not exciting.
What? No, I love house cleaning robots. I totally have a fetish for them. Plus, Allison Hayslip gets religion from the cast of Priest, including Paul Bettany, Maggie Q, and Carl Urban. And we'll celebrate the side benefits of natural selection thanks to the morons hurting themselves in great moments in de-evolution.
Time now to take a look into the web's pie hole.
Let's go around the net. And at number 5 today, further proof that all great fails come from the Ukraine.
Here's a faceplant from Russia with love. Faceplant. You buy new face now!
It just gets shoutier.
So not Russian.
It only just gets shoutier. That's all it really is.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Oh, man, hit his face.
You buy new face now. Okay, let's do it more.
Yeah, shake it off. Shake it off. All right.
Okay.
Man falls on his face. It's funny. He's Russian. Ha ha ha. Candace Bailey.
You buy new face now.
Why?
It's so not Russian.
Why are you cheering any louder? That sounded exactly the same. Don't encourage us.
Because it's good,
That's
regardless.
Great. That's great.
It's so bad, it's good.
Okay. Well, the only thing I think worse than that would be a vegan. And the only thing worse than a vegan is a vegan chef. But the guy in today's number 4 item is vaguely tolerable, kind of.
Here's a vegan black metal chef checking Satan's fiery cookbook in order to teach fellow hellbound demons how to make a kick-ass meatless pad thai.
First, bring the rice noodles into a bowl of water to soak and get softer. Cut the tofu, turn the plate, cut the tofu. Look up there, coming, seriously.
All right.
Wow.
14 minutes long, that video, by the way.
His commitment to both death metal and healthy living is impressive.
Though I gotta say, it is. If you watch the whole thing, it's pretty disturbing when he does bite the head off a lentil.
I haven't seen that part.
It's really, it doesn't happen. Look, we knew that's how that one was gonna go in the read-through. We were all on board for it. It was written in a computer. We read it. It happened. Can we just move on?
And then you said it.
Yeah, I'll take the credit for that one. I will. Absolutely.
Wait. I think Kevin should do that one again.
What?
I think you should do it again.
The delivery had nothing to do with that one, I don't think. Though it's pretty disturbing when he bites the head off lentil.
It's better that way.
There's nothing. Thank you. Oh, yeah, hey.
Thank you for not leaving me hanging.
Real hungover.
Our number 3 video features an impressive display of skill and strength.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that I never, ever want to get in a fight with. But this guy, he's at the top of that list. When I close my eyes, it sounds like my parents making sweet love.
Ew!
It's a beautiful thing. Whatever.
Ew, I'm grossed out.
Here's the thing. The first kick, yes, it's for his opponent, but the other 49 are for his ghost. You gotta make sure. His finisher is he bites the head off a lemon. That's how he lets people know he means serious business. Let's get today over with. And at number 2, a cat video!
Really? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You never let us show cat videos.
I know, but
so excited.
and you should be that excited, Candace, because this cat video is extra special. Awesome and adorable. It's equal parts both. The little kitty's addicted to nicotine. I think that's funny.
What are you talking about? That poor kitty. It's so sad.
Don't feel sorry. No, smoking makes you look cool, Candace. Don't feel bad for that cat.
Okay, smoking does not make you look cool.
Yeah, yes, it does. I think we all know.
No, it doesn't.
I'd like to see you say.
No,
Why don't
it
you say that to
doesn't.
Cancer Cat? Come on out.
Can't.
Yeah, I'd like to see you say that right to. Look at how cool he looks. That cat looks awesome. What's up, Cancer Cat? Oh, yeah. I can't believe you took. And Candace Bailey thinks you don't look cool, Cancer Cat. What do you have to say about that? I agree. You're adorable, Cancer Cat. I love you, buddy. Okay. You scamper off now, Cancer Cat.
I have no words.
Yeah.
I have no words for that.
You just stand there silently corrected.
That makes you look cool?
Cancer Cat's awesome. He has a leather jacket. Still ahead. We'll get some emails about that one. The only 2 words you ever need to hear: bikini fail.
It's a nearly nude oops in our number 1 ATN, so stick around.
It looks cool.
It's not cool.
If your diet includes a healthy dose of death metal, then today's ATN had a cooking video just for you. So tell us, what's the name of this Metalhead's cookbook? Tweet us your responses at AOTS, #OMGROFLOL. If your response hits the spot, we'll feature it on tomorrow's show.
Number 1, though, the beauty of doing this show live is that we can see in real time, typically, how much we're sucking. But today, we can see how much a new member to the Attack family has sparked the imagination of a nation. Let's go to the old Twitter wall and see what they're saying. Gio Kobos says, I hope to be as cool as Cancer Cat someday. Well, dare to dream.
Oh, that's
Dare to
sad.
dream, Gio. Make Merrick 1976 says, that's right. He says that you look a lot like his ex-wife. Okay, yeah. That's going to be my new text alert. That has to be. You want to read one?
Oh my gosh. Irish Anthrax, AOTS, tell me why Cancer Kitty sounds like T-Pan.
T-Pain? Oh, there you go. There you have it. That's the answer. Thank you, Cancer Cat.
What is going on? show am I working on right now?
Hey, welcome to Attack of the Show.
Can we get to the number one?
Yeah. Let's do it. Today's number one.
All right, today's number one is from some kind of impromptu bikini girl contest.
The best part, though, at least for me, was when the ground was really, really slippery and wet. What a shame. If you're an attractive lady in a bikini, nothing bad should ever happen to you. But if it does, be sure to call me. Kevin Pereira, attorney at law. Today, bikini girls are subjected to more dangers than ever before. From gawking men to greased up catwalks and wet jacuzzi tiles. Listen, if you're a hot woman in a two-piece, you're eventually going to need some legal counsel. Now, I have over 6 months of experience dealing with bikini-related cases, and I have won literally hundreds of dollars in damages for smoking hot babes.
So I was bikini modeling for a clothing store in the West Farms Mall when I slipped on a spilled orange Julius and fell down the escalator and into a fountain. Kevin Pereira got me enough cash to cover my medical bills and buy a whole new closet full of bikinis. Woo! Kevin goes above and beyond. He even helps me try them on, and he took a lot of pictures and video too. Thanks, Kev!
Welcome, baby. Some choice Polaroids. Now, my help and care for you does not end in the courtroom. I'm going to help you get your life back together after the settlement. Pro bono. I'll take you out to dinner. I'll help you try on your new bikinis. I'll test out your new hot tub. Whatever you want, princess. It's all part of the professional good touch you've come to expect from Mr. Pereira. Now, remember, I'm only taking clients in bikinis right now. So if you're wearing a one-piece when you got hurt, you take your frigid ass somewhere else. Also, no fat chicks.
Call now.
.2011's E3 is gearing up to be the biggest yet, and to help you prep for the gaming event of the year, we're sizing up the best upcoming action-adventure games. First up, bust out your parkour skills because the treasure hunter Nathan Drake is coming back with Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. In this follow-up to 09's Game of the Year, Drake is leaving the jungles behind as he searches for the Atlantis of the Arabian Desert.
One of the best things about Uncharted 2 was the story, so I have no doubt that they're going to really bring a great immersive story to Uncharted 3.
Oh, God! The story this time, a lot of it's going to be on sand, a lot of emphasis on sand physics, but it also has elements, you know, kind of like a good Uncharted game and like a good Bond movie, where you're going to be doing some globe-trotting.
And while most fans found Uncharted 2's multiplayer extremely lacking, the game's developer, Naughty Dog, has taken this to heart and is upping the ante for 3.
3 is really trying to make the Uncharted multiplayer experience parallel that of the single-player experience.
With this outstanding gameplay and story, it's no wonder Uncharted has got us all buzzing. But if you prefer crushing your enemies via curb stomps and chainsaws, look no further than Gears of War 3. The cogs are back as they must fight off a new strain of mutated locusts threatening Earth.
This is going to kind of round out the trilogy, though I doubt it will terminate the series. What we're really seeing here that's a big deal is full 4-player co-op.
You're mine now.
It's going to be great to team up with 3 of your buddies and run through a well-crafted story, all chainsawing with guts exploding everywhere as you're talking a lot of trash on the headset.
Who's an ugly bitch?
Beyond the improvements to co-op, Epic is also adding new multiplayer modes.
Everybody's really excited about Beast Mode because you actually play as the Locusts trying to fight this poor little team of cogs. So it's kind of the reverse of Horde Mode.
I love Capture the Leader. It's sort of like Capture the Flag, but in this case, the flag has a pulse and can bleed out. So that's cool. You just gotta meat shield them and then run like hell.
If the beta is any indication of what to expect, Gears 3 will be the game of 2011. And finally, grab a plasmid and load your firearm. It's time to head to the skies with BioShock Infinite.
BioShock Infinite takes place in this crazy, patriotic, steampunk, futuristic world.
It's similar to BioShock in terms of one hand with weapons, one hand with, if not plasmids, a different type of power.
In this prequel, you must rescue a young girl trapped aboard the collapsing air city called Columbia.
You're focused on a young girl who's really the source of a lot of the power there, and trying to help her out in a city that is held aloft in the sky during around the 1914 era.
There's a lot of things they still haven't talked about, and they've introduced a lot of stuff already. So I think that game is really going to make people stand up and be very happy at E3.
However, based on the criticism of the sequel, BioShock's mastermind and lead developer Ken Levine has returned to take the reins for Infinite.
Ken Levine is essential, I think, to BioShock. He is so daring in what he's willing to do with games. He's not someone who I've ever seen just sort of rest on his haunches, and I see this game going in some very interesting directions.
Expect to see a whole lot more of these games and other titles as we head down the road to E3.
That's the road to E3 presented by Ford. G4 will be at E3 all week long, bringing you the biggest press events and interviews.
That means more announcements, more exclusive hands-on demos, and more hours of live coverage coming this June.
Time now to give you some free stuff.
Okay.
Every day leading up to E3.
So yesterday it was a Nintendo 3DS, and the winner is Kenneth. Is that an I or an L? Kenneth something from Moorhead, Minnesota. Congratulations!
Today, thanks to Ford, you have a chance to win a PlayStation 3 from our tower of PS3s.
To enter, visit our website at g4tv.com/road to E3 and get your entry in between now and Friday. That's May 13th by noon. And that's noon Eastern time. If you want to be eligible to win, we'll announce the winner right here on tomorrow's show.
Still ahead, Facebook got busted slamming Google.
What?
Kristen Adams has the details in the feed.
Ah, that's right. Oh, there she is. She's just interviewing our staff member.
Then in Rides, Whips, and Hoons, we go for a spin in some fancy concept cars.
And later, it's an all-robot, all-the-time Gadgetron. My dream of a robot butler may be close to coming true. Maybe.
The road to E3 is brought to you by Ford. Drive one. From Ableton Live to Reason, there's no shortage of programs to help create electronic music. But getting in on the fun usually requires emptying your savings account. Audio Tool changes all of that. It's a robust, cloud-based music creation app that won't break the bank. Audio Tool is a sleek platform chock full of virtual devices, from synthesizers to drum machines and even effects pedals. The flowchart interface is unlike any other program. Fill it with as many devices as you can handle and wire them just like you would in a real studio. The only limit is your imagination. Sure, it's overwhelming at first, but Audio Tool provides a few template songs to get you started and an array of presets for every device. Or if you're just looking to slap something together, there's a sizable selection of loops that you can play around with. Because all your work is saved on your account in the cloud, you can start a mix on one computer and pick it up later on another machine. When you're done, exporting an MP3 of your mix is a few clicks away. Or share it on Audio Tool's site with a huge community of users. Despite being web-based, Audio Tool actually stacks up to the professional multi-$1,000 programs. But guess what? It's 100% grade A, free.
I am under nearly constant abuse, Captain. Oh no, he's waking up!
Oh, get out there! You gotta get out there!
Oh, look at that. What do you see?
Are you guys ready for some Rides, Whips, and Hoons?
Well,
Your favorite word ever?
yes, but today we've got an electric car that ruins all my jokes about him, so I'm not that happy.
Cars were meant to burn rubber, and if you need proof, then check out these conceptual speedsters as they tear up the road. In Europe, French auto manufacturer Peugeot celebrated their 200th anniversary by breaking speed records with an electric racing car. The EX1 conceptual sports car was first revealed at the Paris Motor Show last year and is considered to be the fastest electric vehicle to date. This one-of-a-kind prototype houses twin electric 250 kilowatt motors that can output 340 horsepower. Its lightweight monocoque carbon composite body allows the car to zoom from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds and top out at 161 miles per hour. A few weeks ago, Peugeot tested the EX1 at the famous Nürburgring circuit in Germany, where it set a new electric car record by completing a 13-mile lap in 9 minutes and 1 second while averaging speeds of 85 miles per hour in adverse road conditions. Even though the EX1's lap times aren't as fast as its gas-powered counterparts, Peugeot plans to break their lap record within the next few years. Back here in America, Scion revealed their new Frs Concept Car at the New York Auto Show last month. From what we've seen, it's the sleekest looking Scion we've ever laid our eyes on. The FRS houses a front 2-liter engine with rear-wheel drive and uses Toyota's D4 injection system for fuel efficiency. With its low center of gravity and 10-inch wide rear wheels, this Scion should be able to handle any course you throw at it. But don't let its looks fool you. This car's actually affordable. You can get behind the wheel of this sports car for under $30,000 when the Scion FRS rolls out in 2012. But if Gran Turismo racing's more your style, McLaren Automotive is gearing the MP412C line for the racetrack with their GT3 series. Despite being built for racing, this car had to be depowered to conform to FIA GT racing regulations. The GT3 version runs on a V8 twin-turbo, 493 horsepower engine with 443 foot-pounds of torque. With its lightweight carbon fiber body, the car rockets to a blinding 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds and has a top speed of 205 miles per hour. With only 20 of these models set to compete this year, the MP412C GT3 series starts racing across the pond at the UK Festival of Speed this July. If you've got the need for speed, there's plenty of conceptual cars with enough machine muscle headed your way.
And now for the educational portion of our program.
It's Speed Time with Kristen Adams.
It's only minorly educational today, so don't worry. All right, it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Thursday, May 12th, and here are your top stories. Facebook just got busted trying to run a smear campaign against Google. According to the Daily Beast, Facebook hired a reputable public relations firm to pitch anti-Google stories to news outlets ranging from The Washington Post to online hubs Politico and The Huffington Post. The stories were meant to exaggerate Google's privacy issues and then make Facebook look good in comparison. Confronted with the accusations, a Facebook spokesman said that they legitimately believed Google was doing things that raised privacy concerns. Because, as we all know, Facebook's #1 concern is your privacy. Maybe the new Mortal Kombat is a little too 21st century for you, huh? I don't know. If so, you'll soon be able to revisit yesteryear with the Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection. Coming this summer, the first 3 Mortal Kombat games will be available for download for the PC, Xbox 360, and PS3 for only $10. Beyond original no-frills arcade play, the pack will add online playability, leaderboards, and achievements, meaning that you can rub those fatalities in the internet's face. What? And finally, Durex is trying to seek regulatory approval for condoms that, shall we say, increase your potential? The condom company is pitching a new line layered with a glycerol nitrate gel that increases blood flow to a gentleman's nether region. It's like latex Viagra without a prescription. European regulators are currently reviewing the booster condoms while U.S. regulators are calling for more clinical trials. I told you it was only minorly educational today. And that's the breaking condom news. That's all I have for you today.
Breaking condom news?
I know.
What?
When do you...
That's the worst news possible.
When in life do you get to say that? I know, right? Nice.
Well,
hopefully only once, maybe
I was
never.
Gonna say when hey, Kristen Adams, everybody! And another breaking condom news. I exist.
Me too.
Hey!
A priest, a vampire, and Allison Hayslip walk into an interview.
While you work on your own punchlines, here's a clip.
Vampires, say your prayers. Priest is holier than thou and pissed as hell. This post-apocalyptic western tells the tale of a renegade clergyman who turns his back on the church to exact revenge on the bloodsuckers that kidnapped his niece.
I will fear no evil. Your words mean nothing to me.
Does the film mirror the original Japanese comic, or is it kind of its own spin on it?
The film takes place in the future of the Japanese comic. And in actual fact, Min Woo came over, who is the creator of Priest, to see our prep, and he was really inspired by the stuff that the set designer was doing. That, you know, he finished his books, book 16, and he's now written a bridging story between that world and our world, and continuing the story.
Is it awesome to have your face on the cover of a comic?
I can't believe it.
Why are you so freaking badass?
Oh my god. That's a matter of opinion, I guess. I just, it's so funny because females in this genre, it's tough for us because there is definitely a believability factor that has to be there. All the gear and all the weapons and all the training, anyone can do, but I think that the real strength sort of has to come from somewhere that, is scary strong.
Were there ever any stunts where you were doing them and you're like, oh dear God, what have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, there were a few times. I mean, one was, we're driving across a salt flat, there's a truck next to me, I'm on the motorbike. The motorbike is attached to a follow car. The train is being pulled by a truck, and I have a wire going from me on this vehicle to that vehicle. And we're driving side by side at 50 miles an hour across the salt flat, and I stepped up onto the seat and I thought, what am I doing? I'm 39 years old, I got a beautiful wife, 2 children. I'm standing on top of a motorcycle.
Are you actually on top of the train during that whole sequence?
The whole thing was a real train. It was tricky because there wasn't much margin for error. Doing a choreographed fight is difficult enough as it is, but when you're on top of a moving train, whole different ballpark.
The priests don't use any firearms to kill vampires.
Yeah.
What was your favorite weapon?
Well, the one that you sort of see in the poster is based on the double shadow knife, and it's pretty extraordinary. The idea is that it can separate into 2 single blades, and it actually did. I would press a button, it had springs in it, and the thing would leap across to my hand, which was pretty awesome.
I've got this rope dart crazy thing that I kept hitting myself in the face with.
Really?
Oh my god, you have no idea. What you see the badass bits, but there are bits where I'm like, and, it's tangled and I can't see and it's wrapped around my head and I'm swearing.
Repent your sins and get out of the way, because this is one priest you don't want to cross.
Priest is in theaters tomorrow.
Stay tuned, everybody. It's Gadget Prawn, and it's a robot rodeo.
Yeehaw!
I'm gonna do a way better rodeo.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Priest, in theaters tomorrow.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
Someday Skynet will make the robots rise up and kill us all!
That's a bad thing, Candace. You're not supposed to be excited for that.
Shoot!
But
Kill
until
us
then,
all!
we can make them clean your house. We'll soon all perish at the hands of robots! Yay!
Yay! Here's our first one.
Yes.
The Nito XV11 robotic vacuum.
Oh.
Now the big difference
Hello,
between
Candace.
this... Hello.
I will clean your lady parts.
I don't think so.
Please.
No, thank you. The big
Please.
difference, I can do that myself, thank you. The big
Pretty
difference
please.
between this and other robotic vacuums is that it uses a
Do me a solid.
laser-based... Will you let me talk?
Yes, I'm sorry. A laser-based room positioning system?
Yes, to
Yes.
get around more efficiently rather than just bumping into stuff.
Yeah, which
So
is
how well
way
did
more
that work?
efficient. Yeah, the original model would just knock over end tables and small children and drag them around the living room, but they'd be clean when it was done.
They would.
The positioning system only works so-so. What you're watching, or about to watch, there we go. This is a time-lapse recording of the vacuum. It really doesn't move around like a housekeeper on speed. And it turns out to be pretty fast at covering large spaces, but the problem As you see here, that's Brucey Bruce. He has a Rock Band kit in the corner next to his Chinese basket, and the laser system couldn't see that the bass drum pedal was on an incline, so it looks like it's trying to mate with the kit. I get that.
I think it is.
The robots are self-aware. They're procreating. And this is Bruce just showing how buff he is.
So he had to put his weights in front.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I'll just move these. These are 25s, ladies. But it couldn't see the pedal, so it would drive up on it and get caught. And so, look, he's very confused. He's very angry. He's striking his girlfriend off camera. He is not happy at all. And so that's a major issue. The other problem, it only finds its home base about 50% of the time.
Oh, that's a big problem.
Yeah, so you come home, it's not charged, the floor is not exactly as clean as it should be. That's a bummer.
No, yeah, I was gonna say some people complain that these robots don't clean enough. So how did this one do?
Well, that's the thing. When it actually went over a portion of a surface, it did really well. Like it is powerful. I want to show you this here. We've convened. David Hasselhoff was eating some cereal down here. And if you throw her down, and we'll just hit start. Don't get jealous, Candace. This won't replace you totally.
I am so sure.
Listen, I know the ladies at home are all worried. I have nothing to offer. But hold on. Listen to it. Listen to it power up.
Oh my God, Kevin.
Hold on. It sounds like a jet engine.
Kevin, I don't care.
Doesn't
I can't
it?
believe you just made that comment.
I can't even hear you over the
Who
sounds
are
of this
you?
thing. This is ridiculous.
I'm gonna let this thing vacuum up this trash.
That's pretty good. But it's like literally, I mean, look, it does a good job, but it's really on the loud side. Like,
it's really loud.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're, easy. Yeah, we had to put,
knocking over the cone.
It did. We had to put down a okay. Well, there, it almost vacuumed up its own magnetic strip that was supposed to stop it from going from one room to the other. But look, as you can see, it's plowing through the cereal pretty well. For best results, you have to empty the dustbin after every vacuuming, which is pretty easy to do. And when it's done, unfortunately, you may still have to vacuum in addition to using it. So there's that. And
it's also nice that it has the little LCD.
Are you eating the props?
Seeing the Cheerios made me hungry.
All right.
On the vacuum that lets you schedule cleanings. Right? This little LCD?
Yeah, you can schedule cleanings on the LCD. It'll also tell you when the dustbin needs to be emptied, which is cool, or whether a brush is stuck or if it needs a charge. It's better than having just a blinking LED and have to look at a manual to see what's actually wrong with it. But then there's your little dustbin.
Yeah,
you want one?
No,
want
not those. I got all these.
All right.
All right, $400 isn't that bad for the robotic vacuum, so what's our rating?
It's not bad, but it needs some improvement. We're giving it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
It's much stronger than any other robotic vacuum we've used, but it's still not strong enough. And plus, you have to babysit it when it's cleaning, and that defeats the entire purpose, I think. So we're not quite convinced that it's any easier than just vacuuming. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right.
So this is our next cleaning robot.
Okay.
The iRobot 230 floor washing robot.
Yes, the old scuba.
Okay, now how is a little tiny robot like this supposed to clean your floor thoroughly?
Well, it does. It actually has this pretty ingenious bladder system. And what you do is you pour warm water into the bladder, and then you add a little bit of cleaning fluid. And it will use the clean water to scrub, and as that's poured out, then that creates room on the other side of the bladder. And it'll suck up the dirty water.
Calling it the bladder.
Well, that's what they call it. What would you like?
Freaks me out. I don't know anything else.
The wet balloon.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can we try to turn it on?
Yeah. We can totally turn it on. Here we go.
Let's do it.
That's as lackluster as it gets.
I like that noise much better.
I'm ready to go. Do you? All right. Well, here we go. We'll get an actual clean cycle going here.
Oh, hey
look at it
there,
go.
fancy schmancy.
Oh, look who's got a new friend now.
Hey.
And so
how long does it take to clean an average bathroom floor?
Well, he'll do these like crop circle-esque patterns for a while.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Okay.
Just let him learn. He's got to learn. Let your baby fly. It takes about 40 minutes to clean an entire room, but it is extremely thorough. And here you can see this floor, again, Bruce's place, just covered in pubic hair and rust and blood.
Stop
and
it,
just,
Kevin.
oh man, I mean, so you put a black light on that room and you'd be blinded. But as you can see, it does a great job, and it does triple coverage to make sure that the floor is clean. It also helps if you kind of pre-vacuum any like thick layers of dust off the floor before you start.
So you have to clean before it cleans.
If you need an intervention, like if you're on Hoarders, yes,
Okay.
pre-clean your bathroom floor. The other thing is, since it does take so long, you need to give it a full charge every time you use it. That full charge takes about 8 hours. But the idea is charge it overnight, set it down in the bathroom or kitchen, start it, go on with your day, and then you're good to go when you get back.
Okay, and you obviously have to clean the robot after every use, which just involves dumping out the water and rinsing it.
It does, yeah. You can pull off the bottom and rinse that
wet.
as well. But yeah, it is. Well, eventually it'll go in squeegee and dry, but we're cutting the demo short. But that's pretty much it.
All right.
Oh, well, now we're leaking.
Oh no,
I was gonna pour it out,
You're
but
gonna kill us all.
don't worry, it'll clean it up. Oh. Screw you, man. man, you made that mess. I watched it.
Now, can you use other cleaning?
It is not happy with me.
Can you...
Hey! I love you, buddy.
Can you use other cleaning fluid, or does it have to be the iRobot?
So here's the thing. They give you 4 of these little packets, right? Cereals everywhere? And did you just drop a S-bomb during a robot cleaning segment? You get 4 of these packets, right? They come with it. But then you have to buy this bottle for $12. iRobot wants to use their cleaning solution, obviously. I mean, they're making money off of it. But the thing is, this one bottle for $12 will last you a year.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. I wish they just give you the bottle, but that's okay. That's okay.
They should. All right, well, it's $300, which may seem like a lot. What's the verdict?
The verdict, it's a 4 out of 5!
Oh, yeah!
We like the scuba. It actually never gets stuck. It's pretty quiet, and it's easy to maintain. If you have this, you might never actually have to manually clean your floor again. You'll just have to manually clean the robot.
I think this has been the most interesting gadget con I've ever been a part of.
It's certainly been something.
But that's it! So now remember, for even more of the latest news on computers and tech, check out g4tv.com/thefeed.
Go, Nito, go!
Really, this thing. Hello, what have we here? Oh, it's some awesome Star Wars swag.
The robots aren't distracting at all,
Not at all, not at all.
Good.
Here at Attack of the Show, if there's one thing we love more than Star Wars, it's our gadgets. Luckily, we don't have to pick between the two. Thanks to these stylized Star Wars iPhone cases, whether it's bounty hunters, Imperials, or just the Dark Lord himself, you'll be able to show off your love for the Holy Trilogy while protecting your phone. To snag this Star Wars-inspired awesomeness, head on over to Society6.com and grab a case for $35. But if you are more interested in creating your own Star Wars memorabilia, then you need to check out the Star Wars craft book. From Boss Bean portraits to Han Solo frozen in soap to Jabba the Hutt body pillows, they've got how-tos on creating all sorts of crafts from the Star Wars saga. There are even guides on making your own Chewbacca sock puppets and R2-D2 beanies. So give into the light side and grab the book over at shop.starwars.com for $20. And finally, for all you card players, gamblers, and scoundrels, you're gonna want to pick up the Lando Cologne, called Oh Lando. This body cologne is a mix of mandarin incense and lotus flowers. And if you want to impress the ladies in your life, there's also the Slave Leia perfume. This aroma is a combination of peach, raspberry, and lily. So leave your thermal detonators at home and grab these fragrances for $30 over at shop.starwars.com. For info on all these Star Wars swag and more, head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS. Coming up, warm up your wincing muscles. Great Moments in De-Evolution is next.
Ladies, you ever fantasize about making sweet love on the back of a speeder bike? Well, this guy right here can make that happen.
Galactic Encounters.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. We've got never-before-seen outtakes from our cinema anima experts, Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. Then we count down the best around-the-net videos of the week with your Omgroflos. Find out if you made the show. And it's an all-new weekend edition of DV Tuesday when Chris Gore reviews trippy cult classic El Topo and Alien vs. Ninja. See it tomorrow.
All right, now, as you know, we have been running auctions to benefit those affected by the tsunami in Japan, and they actually just came to a close a few minutes ago. So we did it, folks. Actually, you guys did it. The Ultimate WWE Fan Bundle sold for $1,025.
The chance to run the official Ninja Warrior course on Mount Midoriyama in Japan ended at $3,050. Awesome.
And the very, very lucky people that are going to have Sarah Underwood come to their house to shoot the feed, guess what they had to pay? $7,300. Worth every penny.
So that means you guys helped us raise a grand total of, drum roll please.
Drum, 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 drum.
$22,933.97. Awesome, guys.
Awesome. That's so cool. Thank you guys for helping out with that. Even if you didn't bid on our auctions, you can still go to g4tv.com/Japan and donate directly until this Sunday. And remember, all the proceeds go to the American Red Cross. Thank you, everybody, again, for bidding, for donating. That's awesome.
Arigato. It's time for an extra disgusting edition of Great Moments in the Evolution.
This is a healthy transition. Because you don't have enough fire and feces in your life already. Friends, they're a great thing to have.
Yes,
are they not?
are.
I wouldn't
Agreed.
know, but I've been told they're great. They can help you in times
Kevin,
of need.
you're my friend.
They can help you. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. They can help you in times of need. They can help you when you're in trouble.
Or they can help you become infertile.
Gonna put that light bulb in Jay's crotch. Off with his head!
Yeah. All right, so this week's rating system is Georgia graduation gowns. Because even rednecks need a little pomp and circumstance every now and then.
I don't think that's funny.
What?
Georgia doesn't mean you're a redneck.
Have you been to Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay.
I got cousins in Georgia.
If you're looking around the room and you don't spot... I bet you do.
I don't even want you to go there.
Come on, let me. All right, how many do you want to give them?
4 to 5.
I bet.
Now summer is almost here, so you know what that means. It's fireworks season.
I got all sorts of cousins. First cousins, mom cousins, uncle cousins, third cousins, brother cousins. Wait, I don't know what you said, but I think you meant
Fireworks.
shoot yourself repeatedly in the stomach with fireworks. Is that what you meant, Season?
Yes,
Just
I
play
do.
the clip.
I
You
do.
got it cut.
So dumb. How should we give them? How many?
I think 5 out of 5. Yeah, pretty good.
God.
And with that, we move one step closer to a perfect idiocracy.
All hail the morons, for they shall inherit the earth and make our health care premiums higher.
Yes, they will. All right, thanks to so many people, including Allison Hazlett and Kristen Adams. And please keep watching this old channel. Why, Candace?
Campus PD starts right now. Good night.
Good.